ding 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 down 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 sorry, I don't know if that sounded. Can you guess what that's supposed to sound like? Probably not. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the show tonight. Oh boy, this has been planned for some time. I finally had a moment to do this. I'm so stoked. I've been looking forward to it. I'm going to be just as surprised as you out there. If you couldn't tell already from the title, we are doing an unboxing, or I should say, an unbarreling. Oh, what a missed opportunity. I should have said unbarreling. What's in the barrel? What's in the barrel? What's in the box? What's in the box? Um, yeah, this is gonna be really great. I have no idea what to expect. I'm salivating at the mouth just thinking about it. Exactly, exactly, John, voice of doom. It's party time. I just gotta share this to the fizz bugs. Ah, no, we don't want to hear that. There we go. How do I sound, by the way? Do I sound okay? That's important to know. It's important to know. We want to know. Yeah, it is indeed. It is indeed party time. So, oh, I'll get into that in a minute. Let me just share this real quick. So, give me just 1 second while I find it. We want to get it up on the Return of the Living Dead page as well. And it's very exciting. Here, I'm going to mute this for just a second. How is everybody doing today? Cooled off a lot. We're in the on the East Coast. It cooled off substantially. I was very pleased with that. Very pleased with that because we were cooking out here. You know, we're about a month away from the great tragedy. Or does anybody know what the tragedy was? The great tragedy of July 4th weekend in 1984. We never forget what happened. Does anybody know what happened? July 3rd, 1984. It was a dark day for the world, for America. Never forget. We never, ever, ever forget. Here we go. There's one. Boom. It's going to let me. There we go. That's one. So I don't know if you guys have been aware, there is been some substantial movement as of recent. I would say really in the last year, but it did not come up on my radar, at least for the last few months. It really started to become pretty prevalent to me that something was cooking, and I was very excited, very happy that we've had these kinds of developments. It's important. Um, you know, there are some things that like are perfect the way they are. Like, I don't need another one of these, or I don't need another one of those. And then there are some things where I can't get enough of the thing. I'm talking very, very basic here. I'm talking very generally here, is what I mean to say. I'm just not talking properly. My words, I don't have enough brains. All my brains have been eaten. No, it's because I'm trying to share to all these Facebook groups at the same time. Sorry. Here we go. That's the right one. All right. All right. Now I can give you my full attention now that it's been shared. See, if I had the proper producer, this wouldn't be an issue. I got to find my. There we go. No, that's not it. There are some things where here we go. Here we go. I sound fine. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Eric, I used your thing. Thank you, Eric. Really appreciate what you did. Yes, I'm glad I sound great. Good. What's up, Peter? How are you? One to sell, one to preserve. I love this so much. You sound like a character out of Lord of the Rings, like talking about like the One Ring or something. One to preserve, one to sell. What's up, Chris? One to sell, one to preserve, and one to play. It's so true, though. It's so true. Oh crap! It's ballad. We in this bitch. Yeah, guys. Yeah, that's what's up right now. Cool. All right. So, all right. Now you have my full attention. Let me get into this thing. So you saw recently that I did a live stream about a crowdsourcing campaign. I usually don't do live streams about crowdsourcing campaigns, but I did it for two that I felt very passionately about. The first one, it was the TSOL documentary that's coming out. I'm really excited about that. Looks amazing, something to aspire to as a documentary filmmaker. Very excited. The other thing was a campaign that was centered around merchandise for the Return of the Living Dead series. Now, there's this guy. His name is Steve, and he is basically trying to bring back to life. He's trying to resurrect. He doesn't have any 2,4,5 trioxin gas, or does he? He's trying to resurrect the franchise right now, and he is working behind the scenes, doing his thing, whatever. I don't know anything about it. I just know that he's bringing things back in various capacities. We all know that because he did a crowdsourcing campaign, and he launched a new line of merch and a website, and we're going to talk all about it now as we do this unboxing. I was in touch, and I was the benefactor. He sent a care package. That's the best way to put it. It was a wonderful care package. He sent me two care packages. He sent me this care package as well, but I am not opening that care package until we're going to wait to open that care package. So anyway, he sent me these care packages. What's in the package? What's in the barrel? What's in the barrel? I can't wait to see. Merch from the recent crowdsourcing campaign. And we're going to take a look at it. This is a guy who really cares a lot about quality. So we're going to get to see that quality up close and personal. And I'm really excited to see what it's all going to look like and whatnot. Let's fix that. Live chat. There we go. That's better. What's up? Look who we have here. The Late Horror Show. Keep your eyes peeled for the Late Horror Show, and I are in talks about a little something. We got something cooking. So keep your eyes peeled. What's going on, guys? Hope things are well on your side of the world, your side of the states. So anyway, there are just some things out there that I want more of. Like, I don't care about the caliber even, although in this case I think the caliber will be very high. But like, it's like I just want more of the world, of whatever it is, you know what I mean? And there are some things I just can't get enough of. One of them is Return of the Living Dead. I always want more of Return of the Living Dead. You know what I'm saying? Like just give it all to me. I've done so many Return of the Living Dead videos on this channel. Check them out. I know John Voice of Doom. Shout out to John Voice of Doom, who sent me some wonderful Tarman socks. He knows how deep we've dived on Return of the Living Dead, talking about the differences between the book and the movie. That's right. There's a novelization that is vastly different from the actual movie itself. Something that you should check out. And now the latest thing is we have this website. So we're going to take a look at the website in a minute. Let's do the unboxing first before we go to the website. Actually, you know what? Let's go to the website first and then we'll go to the unboxing. Or is it more of a surprise to do let's do the unboxing first. Sorry. You just heard me thinking out loud. Is he in touch with I don't know. I don't know anything. I just know that they're bringing it back. I don't know when they're bringing it back. I know that they've launched an official website. Check it out. Go follow the Facebook page and go give the website a gander. It's in the comments. We're going to explore it in a minute. I don't know too much. I just know that it is coming back, and I am ecstatic. All right, ready? Let's rip this. I gotta rip this sucker open. We're just gonna pop it open. Yeah. Oh my lord. Brains. More brains. What do you mean I have no pulse? What do you mean? Rigor mortem? What's rigor mortem? Sorry. Whoa, we got someone in from Brazil. What's going on, Raphael? Welcome. Ooh, Chris, that's the bottom of the barrel right there. Rave to the grave, my lord, my lord. Turn Living Dead action figures. Oh man, wouldn't that be sweet? Wouldn't that be sweet? Sorry, I had to turn into a zombie when I opened up this package just now. I know it was a little lame, but couldn't help it. All right. Oh. Okay, the first thing in our package is shit. Totally broke that. That's okay. It is what it is. Yeah, the Trioxin did get me. I seem to, my heart has stopped beating and it's very cold. Can't feel anything. All right, we got this. This is some sort of cloth. It's some sort of, it's a T-shirt. What? Oh. Do you want to party? It's party time. Look at that T-shirt, man. Oh, is that pretty? That is pretty. That, you know, it's funny. They make they put, you know, William Munns designed this gag and it looks terrible in the movie, and I have to say Steve and his team of artists, whoever it was, made the party zombie look so much better. You know what I mean? So much better in this graphic print. It says, "Do you want to party?" And then look at this up top right here. Look at that. That's the acid rain cloud with the little radioactive symbol up top. That was a great idea. And then it says Return of the Living Dead down here. And I'll tell you something, he wasn't lying about the quality. This is ultra cotton, Gildan ultra cotton. And boy, you really feel the heft of this shirt. It's gonna last a long time. If you ask me, this thing is going to last a long time. I feel it. I feel it. And you know what's nice? It's a nice, you know, I thought this was a white shirt. It's actually a blue. You can't really tell in this light, but this is a blue shirt, a light baby blue shirt, and I really love it. I love it a lot. Do you want to look at the graphic right here? Do you want to party? I turned into a zombie. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, I really like this a lot. Look at that thing. I mean, it feels like, you know, like when you hold a shirt when it's soaking wet, it's got like some heft to it. This shirt like is not wet and it has some heft to it. So you know that's a good winter shirt, I think. So we have the shirt. Great shirt. We'll talk more about that in a second. Putting that over here. But we're not done, folks. There's more in this. There's more in this bag. There's a lot of some hard items. Let's see. Whoa. Okay. What? Holy crap. All right, before we get to those, what's in this package? It's there's something in here. I can't tell what it is. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Oh my god. Look at this. It's Unita hand sanitizer. We have. Can you see the Unita? Look at that. Wow. Perfect for your backpack, man. Oh, is that funny? That's marketing. It comes on a little carabiner. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I love that. As Peter said, one to use and one to collect. Wow. Hey, you know what I'm gonna do for the rest of the here? Let's tag these on here, right? Okay. There we go. Now we're all set. Oh yeah, now we're all set to venture out into the world. How's it look? Do you like my earrings? My Unita hand sanitizer earrings. Does it protect you from trioxin? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Yeah, there was a big thing with FX problems during the production. I recall in a Fangoria interview, it was Bill Malone. So it was William Munns was the special effects guy who was hired to execute the designs that William Stout had come up with. William Stout was on set every day. William Stout is the production designer of Return of the Living Dead, who I interviewed on my channel. And what happened was, thank you, I'm looking good. What happened was his effects were just absolutely the worst, like just really, really bad. And if you look in the book, the Return of the Living Dead book, which it's not down here. I had it. It's gone. I don't know where I put it. If you look in the book, you can see some of the atrocious design choices that William Munns had made. He was unceremoniously fired halfway through the production and replaced by Kenny Myers, you know? And Kenny Myers was the one who ended up pulling off all the rest of the effects, some of which it was too late to pull off. You know, it was too late. Once they were halfway through production, that's it. And they got to make some of those effects work. For instance, what probably the thing that William Stout said was the effect that worked the best for him was the Tarman. The Tarman worked super well from the original William Stout design. Probably the only thing that worked, and that's William Munn's legacy on Return of the Living Dead. Truly is the Tarman and this zombie too, the Do You Want to Party zombie. But I mean, it looks way better on this shirt, which you can get at returnoflivingdead.com. Check this out. So if you want some Return of the Living Dead merch, the place to go is returnoflivingdead.com. In any case, what did Timothy Olsen say here? Am I the only one that thought the first movie was the best one, and then it went in the weird direction the more sequels they made? I mean, I love them. I love them all for different reasons. No, Dagger, we're live. Dagger Love, we are most certainly live. Can't you tell by my look at my hand sanitizer earrings? These are Unita brand. I don't know if you can see it. It says Unita. So if you need some hand sanitizer, you just come whisper in my ear. Hey, Jeff, not to crash your stream, but I wanted to personally thank you for squaring everything up with me, Brian, in your TCFL Facebook group the other day. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Rock on. No worries. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Glad to have you here. So wait, what was Timothy was saying? Am I the only one that thought the first movie was the best one and that it went in a weird direction the more sequels that they made? I mean, yeah, like the first movie is perfect. Like where do you go from there? Well, there's like a million places you can go, and they went a million different places. But the first movie itself is like is a perfect self-contained film. Like you don't need like anything else after it. And when I spoke to Brian Yuzna recently, I did an interview with Brian Yuzna, And I said to him, well, he's admitted this in many interviews himself. Like the biggest tragedy of Return of the Living Dead 3 is that it's called Return of the Living Dead 3. It should just be Kurt and Julie, man. It shouldn't be anything else. The Return of the Living Dead 3 is a masterpiece, Pete. You kind of like the third one too. I love the third one. I like the second one, but not for, it's not like the first one. The second one's the worst of the three. I don't even consider the 4 and 5 are not even sequels to me. These are really, really heavy, and they are as heavy as they're as heavy as the last Misfits record. That's right. That's right. Very true. Very true. But yeah, dude, they all kind of have their own flavor. One of them is a goofball comedy. One of them is a super dark Romeo and Juliet tale, and one of them is a comedy that's so black that it's red, kind of like Reanimator, where the humor comes from the fact that they're taking everything so seriously. You know what I mean? They're taking it so seriously, and that's what makes you laugh. Let's take a look at some more of the items that we got as we talk about Return of the Living Dead. I love the Tarman hitchhiking at the end of the sci-fi productions. That's Rave to the Grave. That's the very last we see of anything in the Return of the Living Dead franchise. Although I don't like to consider those films Return of the Living Dead films. That 4 and 5, they're atrocities, if anything. You have to admit that the zombie walking along the road in the last movie was funny. Yeah, well, I mean, that's what Chris is saying right here. I mean, yeah, I mean, it was a good gag, but I don't know, just wasn't it really, they really veered off the rails. It's such a shame too. There's so many missed opportunities with the sequels, that I will say, especially with casting and story ideas, with where they could have gone in 4 and 5. I think 3 to me is a masterpiece. It is perfect. It's just as good as the first one, but for way different reasons, and should not be a Return to the Living Dead 3 sequel. Return to the Living Dead itself is a sequel. It's a sequel of Night of the Living Dead. You have to think that Return of the Living Dead is the super meta sequel to Night of the Living Dead. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, Mr. Red, I did read your mind. And yeah, 45 Grave. They sure do party. Saw them live. Hot goth ginger metal girl. You mean trash? It really was. It was, if you're talking about part 5 and part 4. I mean, those were in development hell for years, and they had some cool ideas. Necropolis had the the original plot for Necropolis before what we got was actually really cool. It was like they're rescuing their friend from like this undead facility, which is kind of what happens in the movie, but it's not the same thing. All right, let's see what else we got here. So this is amazing. Like, the part of me wants to wear it. Part of me knows I can never open the packaging. Oh my God. So as you see here, this is an enamel pin, and it says flammable on it. And there is Trash showing off her goods. And it says, "You need a supply, none safer." Wow, that is really spectacular. Let's take it out of the wrapper. I don't want to take it out of the wrapper, but we must in order to take a look at it. Oh my God, that is glorious. Look at that beauty. This is also available on the website that we are going to be visiting in a few minutes. Take a look at that. You can't really, it's hard to see Trash. There she is. Fire right there. Flammable indeed. That's definitely one way to put it. I recently also had the guy who plays Spider, Miguel Nunez, did an interview with me, which has not been released yet. And we talked. I was asking him questions about the mushrooms in that scene. There are mushrooms on the cemetery, in the cemetery grass. He's like, "Dude, how could I notice those mushrooms when I was so busy looking at at Trash taking all her clothes off?" Can't blame him. All right, here's another pin. Now this is, oh my God, this is something else. Look at this. It says, "Send more paramedics." Look at that, man. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Send more paramedics. And man, he was not lying. The quality on this thing is great. Even the stock, the paper, this it has a nice matte finish right here. Ah, is that sweet? That is sweet. I really thank you, Steve, for sending me this care package. Truly wonderful. Truly wonderful. We got one more pin to look at before we go to the next piece. The next piece. It's coming right now. Hold on. You know, these are hurting my ears, having them on my ears. It's like weighing down my ears, and I'm really starting to suffer a little bit. I can't I can't help it. Damn, you got yeah. This is what Steve sent it to me, man. I am incredibly grateful. And wait, hey, John Voice of Doom, wait till you see what's in the Night of the Living Dead one. I know what's in there, but I haven't opened it yet. I gotta wait. I gotta wait to open that one, but I'll do another unboxing for that. Can't get this open. Wow, Leanna Quigley does meet and greets here in Salem during October. That's awesome. Does she live in the area? I wonder. Let's take a look at this one. Ready? Here we go. Here we go. Oh my God. Of course. Couldn't stop without the Tarman crossing. Look at that. There's her Tarman. It's warning you. It's warning you to watch out for the Tarman because he's crossed. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. These are definitely going on the leather jacket. You know what the problem is with these enamel pins? I'm just always afraid they're going to get ripped off, like pulled off my jacket. Like if you go to a show, I mean, not that I've been to a show in quite a while, but if you go to a show and you're in the pit or whatever, and then, you know, I mean, it's stupid to wear a leather jacket in a pit anyway. What'd you wear a leather jacket in a pit for? You know, I'm always about comfort over fashion, first and foremost. All right, I'm going to take these off because it's really hurting my ears. Hold on. We'll come back to that in a second. Okay, enough. Oh, wow. I feel like I just did some weight training. All right, up next, we have a poster. What is in the tube? What is in the barrel tube? We must find out. We must find out. Wait, Peter says, don't put them on a jacket. They belong in a glass case. Like they do, but at the same time, you know, here's the ultimate like paradox, right? Like, what do? Do you enjoy it or do you marvel at it? And it's like if you don't enjoy it, what's the point of having it? And yet at the same time, if you enjoy it, you might ruin it. So it's like it really is. You really do. Peter is right. It's like you need one. You can't just buy 3 pins. You actually have to go to returnoflivingdead.com and buy 6 pins, one to keep and one to enjoy. In any case, let's see what's in this poster tube. I can't get it out. Excuse me for 1 second. Don't mind me. Just trying to get my poster out. Oh, jeez. These are Tarman socks from John Voice of Doom sent me these. I'm waiting to wear them to a wedding, and I'm not joking. The next time I go to a wedding, these are going to be the socks underneath my suit or whatever the hell I have to wear. I'm wearing these socks. These are my wedding socks from now on, forevermore. Having trouble getting this poster out, though. Oh, that would explain why. Technical difficulties here. What's in the tube? I know. I feel the same way. What's in the tube? We're going to find out. The tube is slightly bent somehow, I guess, when it was shipped over here. Having trouble. Yes, you're right. Perfect for a wedding. Truly perfect for a wedding. I'm waiting. I don't want to ruin them. They have to be in pristine condition. And anytime someone, I'm going to make sure I wear really high pants too. So that way they can peek out. Oh boy, that's morbid. What's in the tube? What's in the tube? Here it is. Oh my lord. Hard to get this sucker out. Oh baby. Well, that was a long tube. That was a long tube for a short poster. That's okay though. All right, ready for this? I'm gonna try my best to. Oh my God! This thing is gorgeous. Ready? Ready for this? Oh, oh man! Look at this thing. Look at this beauty. Wow! Do you see that? There he is. Look, there's the Tarman in his barrel. I wish I could. You know, we'll look at it on the website. This is on the website. I can't. Kind of hard to show it the way it is right now. Wow, is that gorgeous though? That is gorgeous, gorgeous. What a poster, man. Whew. That's a beaut. That is truly a beaut. Let's go to the website now. Let's take a look at what they got. Check this out. This is returnallivingdead.com. And again, a ginormous shout out to Steve Walsh, who sent this care package for me to do an unboxing on the channel. I'm really grateful, and I love that I can, do this and support the IP of Return of the Living Dead and whatnot, and help raise awareness in a very small way. Here we go. Let's go to the screen here. Boom. So here's the website, guys. Pretty cool stuff. Okay. So they also have let's take a look at the Instagram page too. So here's some of the stuff you can get. Look at this. This is a Tales from the Crypt Trioxin poster. I love that, man. Whoa. Oh, you can get this as a hoodie as well. It's a great idea. You know, in many ways, I kind of think of Return of the Living Dead as a Tales from the Crypt film. There's a lot of, it's very, William Stout was very much influenced by EC horror, and I think that Dan O'Bannon was influenced by EC horror as well when they were doing Return of the Living Dead, and that's very prevalent in the movie, and especially in this art inspired by the movie. And look at that, you can get it as a hoodie. And then of course you got to have the Father's Day stuff. Look at that, number one dead. World's Greatest Living Dead. I love World's Greatest Living Dead right here. Check that out. That's a Father's Day mug. And then there's this back off graffiti. I guess this is all the graffiti on the on the name of the guy. I'm not going to say it on the stream because YouTube doesn't like that word. Suicide. His car. This is the graffiti on his car, and you can see. Let's take a look at what it looks like. Resurrection Cemetery Graffiti pre-order. You can pre-order this shirt. Take a look at it. No wave. Why bother? Why bother? And it's like advertisement. Look, this is an advertisement for the Resurrection Cemetery, and then it has the graffiti over it. That's that's a creative design right there. I like that a lot here. There's a good look at that gives you a good look at what the actual thing is. They have, they don't have a hot sauce. I think it's a barbecue sauce, actually. Pretty sure. Let's see what else they got here. Wow. They got a lot of different sizes too. A lot of different sizes. Unreal. Oh no, we lost it. Don't worry, we can get back. So here's the Instagram. Make sure to give that a follow too. That way you can stay up to date with everything that's happening with Return of the Living Dead. Look, see, that's the T-shirt I got now. Beautiful. I love it, man. I love it. Wow. Tattoo came out really nice, whoever got that. And they're just posting. I mean, it's good. We don't have any official there's no official place for Return of the Living Dead right now. So it's I'm glad that it's you know friggin' represented. Munchie's the sock monkey. Whoa. Yes, I've seen some of their long sleeve shirts are pretty cool. Let's take a look at let's see what else we got here. Let's see what else we got here. We saw the poster. Let's take a look at the poster that I received. This is the actual poster. Here's what the print looks like. Gorgeous print. Gorgeous print. Gorgeous, gorgeous. You can't really see it that well. It's unfortunate. Maybe it's because I don't know why. Here. Let's see if this will show it to us. Is that better? I guess it's better. Yeah, there you go. Now we can really zoom in. So look at all the stuff that's on this poster. It shows us the gradual transformation of trash into zombie trash. We see the yellow Getaver getting its pickaxe in its head. I mean, it's a really great idea. Put everything that happens in the movie on one poster and then make it like a safety poster. That's kind of what this that's kind of the concept it is. It says it says 1984 Workplace Hazardous Materials Information Guide. I like that a lot. And look, you could see this is what it looks like. I mean, this captures my imagination. Look, we're actually seeing what how the Tarman sort of suffers inside of his barrel. You know what I mean? And then here's an advertisement for Resurrection Cemetery. Again, you got your split dogs, the floating butterflies. Does anybody know the story behind the butterflies? They're just paper butterflies that they cut out and blew a fan directly at the butterfly cutouts and made them flutter. And it's one of the few examples that I could think of where you really can have something that's good, fast, and cheap, because usually they make you pick when you're doing any kind of production. You have to pick good, fast, and cheap. You can only have two out of the three. You never get all three, but in that case, I think you get all three. And you have the baseball bat right here. You got the meat hook things. You got the eye wash, emergency eye station. You got the eye chart. It says Bert is a slave driver and a cheap son of a bitch. You got your half corpse. It's great, man. When in doubt, send more paramedics. I love it. I love it. Very cool. Can't wait to frame this up and have it hanging. It'll be my third Return of the Living Dead poster in this basement. So Glenn Danzig needs to review that lesson on special effects. Okay. Um, let's see what else they got going on here. What do you guys? I'm curious. Let me ask a question. What is it that you want to see out of a new Return of the Living Dead movie? William Stout, in his William Stout interview on this channel, talked about what his sequel idea for his version of Return of the Living Dead would have been. But what would you want in a Return of the Living Dead sequel? I'm curious to know. Look at this, the Ghoulish Super Fan Pack. What's in there? I mean, I guess what they do is they have bundles of merchandise. And again, what this is it's just like raising awareness for the brand. They're trying to turn Return of the Living Dead into a brand, which I can appreciate. And something that I kind of want to happen, because I don't want Return of the Living Dead to die. I don't want it to languish in any way, shape, or form. Look at this. Here's what the warehouse looks like circa 2021. Take a look. Look at that. That's the cul-de-sac where they shot. And this, I believe, this is what the Resurrection Cemetery was a parking lot. It never existed. Here's the YouTube footage. Look at this. That's an overview. Look at that. That is pretty freaking cool. Look, that's the building. That was the building right there. Wow. So sweet. I really would make a pilgrimage out there just to be in the space. Now, they didn't actually shoot inside. As far as I know, the interior was a completely separate set. They only used the exteriors of the building when they were shooting Return of the Living Dead. So, I don't know, man. That's cool. It's like a modern, they renovated it. There you go. There's the parking lot where they run inside. It's like all super, like, it's like neo-modern or something like that, in like a very industrial area, no less. Super weird. Kind of gives me the creeps just to look at this place in a weird kind of way. Like I like just the connection it has to a movie that scared the bejesus out of me as a child. Look at that. Here's some pictures. Very modern. Very, very modern place. What else we got here? These are just some models for the Indiegogo. They did an Indiegogo campaign. Met their goal, and now let's see what they said to their ready to party. Thank you to the Kickstarter backers. We just wanted to thank all the fans that helped support, share this Kickstarter and the goal of launching the official site for all things Return of the Living Dead. We did it. They did it. It's awesome. Look, here is a trailer. This is a sneak peek trailer of some kind. Look at that. There's the barbecue sauce. Wonder what it tastes like. Does it only work with brains? Chef Tarman. Boy, the Tarman really has endless applications, doesn't it? Tales from Trioxin, we saw that already. Look at that. That shows the screen. That I believe that's hand silk screening, right? It's not laser. And the quality is there. I can attest to this, folks. It's got quality. So if you're someone who's down for quality merch, I would say look no further than check this out. Look at that. Beautiful. See, each one of those screens is a different color, you know? You got to do red for the reds, green for the green. Wow, that's beautiful. Look at that half corpse. That's designed, of course, by Tony Gardner, who would later go on to do effects for the Blob remake. I actually met Tony in 2019 at the Sleepy Hollow International Film Festival. Totally geeked out on him. He was surprised that anybody even recognized him. Great. That was a great little trailer. What? Look at that. Look, that's us right now. That's us. Let's see what happens if I click on it. What's going to happen? We're going to be watching the stream of us watching the stream. Is it possible? I think so. I think it's possible. What is Peter is saying? Peter makes a good point. It's hard to make a sequel to Return of the Living Dead. Punk Rockers in the Cemetery is a hard act to follow. Yeah, man, it's not easy. That's why I think Return of the Living Dead 3 did such a good job. You know what I mean? I don't want to watch this. This is an advertisement on my own stream. I'm not even going to watch it. Wow. I'm going to like my video. Yay. Dude, that's so cool. It's great. It's having trouble loading. But yeah, that's why I think Return of the Living Dead 3 did such a good job, because it really did find a way to do the punk rock thing. Look at that. Look, that's us watching the stream of us watching the stream of us watching the stream. It's too meta. I have to get out of here. Okay. We got to get out of here, Kurt. No, my point simply is that like it works again, like it still incorporates like the punk stuff a little bit in like not really punk, but it's like, you know, it's doing what Dan O'Bannon did with punk. It's kind of doing the same thing with grunge a little bit. Like they're grunge kids looking to get up to Seattle so you can get a gig in the band. You can just watch me play all night and party, even though you're dying and you're dead and soon going to be rotting, you know? The John Dalton machine says, I agree. The tendency to go to big budget and CGI heavy, I think an indie director like Larry Fessenden, for example, would help keep it closer to its roots. Larry Fessenden did I think it was called Depraved. It was like a weird urban reimagining of Frankenstein. And it was very interesting up all the way up into the third act. It lost me a little bit in the third act, but I thought it was very, very interesting, very, very well done. I personally would love if I had my druthers, who would I love to see direct a Return of the Living Dead movie? Like just as a fanboy, I'd want to see William Stout do it. I'd want William Stout, the original production designer. he's a guy who has his ear, it was very close to Dan O'Bannon's ear. He was very close with Dan O'Bannon. They were on the same page. I think he would be able to inject some of the original energy while at the same time delivering something fresh and new. And I think he would pour every, ounce of his soul into the project. I think he would do a phenomenal job. If we're talking sky's the limit, anybody, you know who else I would get? Brian Yuzna. I get Brian Yuzna and John Penny, man. The guys who did Return of the Living Dead 3, have them do Return of the Living Dead. They're hanging out. They're totally out there. I got to chat with both of them recently, both super nice, amazing guys. And I'm sure for the right kind of vehicle for them, they would do it. You know what I mean? They are the reason why Return of the Living Dead 3 is as good as it is. The Riddler has really good taste. It really is. I don't know if it's I can't say that I like it, that I like it more than than Night of Living Dead, but like Night of Living Dead and Return of Living Dead, it's like this and this for me, like right next to each other. I love them both so much. Really, they both have such a special place in my heart. Yes, in the not, the best case scenario, they do a remake of Return of the Living Dead, and it comes out as good as the Night of the Living Dead 1990 remake. Very, very true, Pete. That was a very good remake. Me personally, I don't think I want to see a remake. I would want to see a requel. I want a sequel reboot, a sequel that reboots everything a little bit and kind of allows it to have its own legs so it can go in whatever direction it wants to. That's what I would want. Whether it's good or bad, I just want more brains. Give me more brains, And I think Steve Walsh and his team and whatever they're going to do, I think they're going to knock it out of the park. I have faith. I really do. I'm really, really excited for whatever is coming. You know what I'm saying? I love Chris says, I love Dan O'Bannon and Rob Cobb. He worked on Dark Star. Dark Star. Star Wars Alien, designed the green eco flag. Sorry, did not read your thing right. Yeah, dude, Dan O'Bannon was a genius, and it's a crime that he didn't make more films. He only made 2 films as a director. He did The Resurrected with Chris Sarandon. It was The Resurrected or The Resurrected, and he did Return of the Living Dead, and he did Dark Star, and he wrote Alien. He wrote a bunch of movies, but the only things that he actually directed were Return of the Living Dead and The Resurrected, and he suffered from Crohn's disease. He was a weird, eccentric guy from all things told. And I read his screenplay writing book. He wrote a screenplay writing book that he put out in 2009, same year that he died, actually, funny enough. Or I think it might have even been posthumously. Not sure. So, in any case, check out the website, whether you are interested in buying merch or not. Like, just follow these guys on Facebook, follow them on Instagram. Let's see where they're going with this stuff. I have great faith. I hope that they crush it, truly. And I'm looking forward to seeing what comes next. And I want to thank Steve for hooking it up. I mean, he really hooked it up. Sending me all this beautiful stuff. I'm just so stoked. Guys, the stock on this poster stock is heavy, man. It's so perfect. I'm literally going to frame this up as soon as I get off the stream with you guys. I believe this is an 18 by 24, which is the perfect size for framing. It's like a Scream Factory size poster. And much like Scream Factory's newer releases, the collector's editions, this has that heavy stock paper that I love. And again, this t-shirt is not like, it has a very robust feel. You can tell we saw the screen printing process in that trailer video, and I'm feeling it right now. I'm touching it on the thing. There's almost like a shine. There's like a glistening on this shirt. It's just so pretty. I can't wait to wear it. I'm going to wear it tomorrow. I have a block party tomorrow, and this is the shirt I'm going to wear for the block party. I hope I don't get any mustard on it. or brains. Um, I think the cut was called The Ancestor. Wait, Chris is saying The Resurrected had another cut of he wanted Happy, but he was also, yeah, he also wrote Total Recall. That's right. Um, yeah, it's based on an H.P. Lovecraft story, The Resurrected, I believe. So it's funny how Dan O'Bannon and Brian Usna have a lot in common. You know what I mean? They have a lot of overlap in many sort of ways. And there was a time where Dan O'Bannon and Brian Usna were actually working on a project together. I don't remember the time frame. I think it was maybe in the late 80s. They were working on a project and freaking just awesome stuff. Awesome stuff that we never got to see. What's up, J May? Anybody else have any sort of musings about Return of the Living Dead, like hopes that they have? Like, what would you guys hope for a new movie? What do you want to see happen in a new movie? What is your favorite part? Mr. Red says it's a great collection. I agree. Available at returnoflivingdead.com. What was your favorite part of the collection, Mr. Red? Out of curiosity, did you have a favorite piece? Is there a piece of merchandise that you guys would want to see them do? I think some more stuff with like Tarman barrels, like Tarman barrel stuff would be kind of cool or something. I don't know. Yes, you're right. Thank you, Lord Stanhope. It was the case of Charles Dexter Ward. That's right. Correcto. Burn the Flames, favorite scene. Now, what you may or may not know about that scene was not originally written in the film or in the script or anything. That scene was thought up by the actor who plays Frank, James Karen. He says a line in the film. He says, some favor, I could have operated that thing. Just thinking about that line makes me want to go watch the film right now. Return of the Living Dead might be my most watched film of all time. Might be up there with Night of the Living Dead and the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I would say I've been consistently watching all three of these movies for 25 years, over and over and over again. I never get tired of watching them ever. But the reason why he says that's to set up the fact that later on he has this idea. James Karen has an idea. He goes to Dan O'Bannon. He says, Dan, what if my character burns himself alive in the oven? Because originally Frank just goes outside and calls a cab. That's literally it. That's how it ends for Frank before everything gets blown up, which is kind of a cop out a little bit. You know what I mean? And Dan O'Bannon, this is kind of interesting. Dan O'Bannon's a first-time director, and here he is, like, being so. You'd think that some first-time directors can be very combative or very sort of controlling. And Dan O'Bannon might have been controlling, but at the same time, he had no ego when it came to collaboration. And when he heard a good idea that might have been better than his own good idea, he was down to do it. And so he said, all right, let's do it. And so they built that scene around James Karen's suggestion. And it's the best part of the movie. I mean, it's so sad and it's so dark. I mean, it's really dark, you know? Rabid weasels. Talk about insider interest, like handling, naming. I don't know. That's awesome though. Rabid weasels. Everybody's like, why is it like into rabid weasels? Like nobody gets it. Nobody understands. Have I watched the Living Dead work print version? Of course I've watched it. It's on the Scream Factory Blu-ray release. It's on there. And I've seen it on YouTube. They actually took it off YouTube. You can only see the cut scenes. They did the full work print. But here's the thing, guys. Here's what I'm planning to do. I am planning, because I don't think we'll run into any trouble because there's no music and because the print is so degraded, it's a crappy quality. I don't think we'll get shut down by YouTube. I am planning to do another commentary. For those of you who don't know or are just joining us, first of all, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Go visit returnoflivingdead.com. Go follow them on Instagram and Facebook. You can find the links in the description. For those of you who, oh God, I just hit a pothole. Oh, for those of you who don't know, on this channel, we did a commentary. Joe Vasta and I, JV Bastard and I did a commentary for Return of Living Dead, but we got busted halfway through and we had to sort of do it. It wasn't as good. It was a kind of, it was hard to do the commentary. It was a kind of a cop-out commentary. We had a lot of fun, but we couldn't show the movie on YouTube, which was really frustrating. Understandably so too, for copyright reasons. But the work print, which I have a copy of, separate from the Scream Factory copy, is readily available to me, and I'm going to call up Joe again, and we're going to do another commentary on the work print of Return of Living Dead. And if you are a Patreon subscriber, meaning if you're joined my Patreon, then you too will be able to see it before anybody else. That's right. So check out my Patreon. Exclusive videos and exclusive content. Not just windowed content, exclusive content too. So, slightly unrelated question. Were you ever on the old 138.com boards back in the day? I was not. I was on the Misfit Central boards. I will never tell what my name was, though. Yes, I was on I was on Misfit Central probably from 2005. I'd been lurking Misfit Central forever, but I started posting on Misfit Central probably around 2005 all the way up to about 2014. So for a good solid 9 years. A shame brain. 138 used to play live shows with the film behind us as well as Plan 9. That's a great idea. That's awesome, Chris. Truly. 138 is Chris's band that he has, that he does. So yeah, we know you as Wolf's Blood Jeff. Okay, J-May, now you've piqued my curiosity. You have to explain what do you mean you know me as Wolf Blood Jeff? Was that something that I said on here in the past and you're just making a reference of it? Guys, I'm all out of LaCroix seltzer. What am I going to do? Holy crap. This is a bad situation. Bad situation right now. Would you guys hate me if I just ran to go get a seltzer real quick and I'll be right back? I'm super sorry. I'm just like super thirsty. All right. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Whew. That was just a name that I made up. I gotcha. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah. Not going to even talk about that here and now. No, dude, that is an indulgent treat. No double fudge chocolate. Nah, man. It's really good, but you can't drink it all the time. That's like a treat. That's not something you can just drink all the time for the liking. Okay, I got it. Jeff comes ripping. I do. Yes. Always. Always, always, always. In more ways than you could imagine. Oh my God. That is delicious. This is the limoncello LaCroix. Limoncello. It's very good. Has a wonderful, wonderful flavor. I'm not a fan of lemon things, but that is, in a weird way, I know it sounds really crazy, but when I first tasted it, I thought maybe it tasted like marshmallow. So good. Very refreshing. So I can't open this now. I gotta ask. I gotta wait. But it is a heavy box. What is in this box? That's what we want to know. We want to know what's in this box. This was the first box that Chris sent me a while ago. Mystery box. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Hopefully, we're gonna find out very soon. I love Polar too. I love Polar, man. I love Polar. It's just it depends on the situation, you know. It's whatever is on sale. Guys, we just hit the 1 hour mark, and I have to prepare for another interview that I have coming up very soon. So I have to watch a movie and take notes because I take my interviews very seriously. But please check out all the stuff on the channel. If it's your first time joining us, please make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed. Check out the Patreon for exclusive videos. I'm just putting the finishing touches on the Sam Hain Initium video. So if you are a Patreon subscriber, you will get to see that before anybody else does for 30 days. I'm thinking about also making it a YouTube membership video. In any which case, if you already belong to Patreon, you're covered. If not, you can also watch on YouTube early if you join the membership. I don't know. I'm still figuring all that stuff out. I have a very exciting episode of the Streaming Evil Live show coming next week. A very special guest who I'm very stoked to talk to because he has a lot of knowledge about our favorite guy, Glenn Danzig. So I'm looking forward to speaking to him about that. Lots of stuff coming up. I'm working on this video for Black 29, Steve Zing's video. I'm also shooting a super secret project that I cannot talk about right now. I'm very happy with how it's going. I have 2 more of those shooting days happening. I'm also leaving the country for the next 2 months on June 22nd. So I will be on a 7-hour time difference from you guys. I'm still going to try and broadcast, but I don't know what it's going to look like. We're going to see. You're going to have to take some concessions. That's why I'm trying to get as much content done before I leave. So I have, no matter what, I have enough content to continue to release uploads the whole time while I'm out there. Keep your eyes peeled for the Brian Usna interview. I still have to do that. John Penny interview. Miguel Nunez interview. What else can I tell you about? And man, the Lodi documentary, still working on that, and the Screaming Jay Hawkins video, almost finished with that. So there's a lot on my plate. Jay, I see what you're saying about the Hank 3 video. It's really, really great. I've seen it. It's been around for awesome. It's been around for a long time. Sorry, it's late. I'm tired. Super secret snuff project. No way, dude. No way. No snuff. No snuff for me. But although I did think Mermaid in a Manhole was not such a bad guinea pig. I don't like the guinea pig stuff, but that was okay. You know why? Because there was actually a story. It wasn't just like mindless killing. I hate that stuff. All right. In any case, we have a nice way of saying goodbye on the show. Normally, what we say is peace and hair grease, but today we say peace and more.